Meanwhile, what's Evil been doing? Building stalkers and colossi. Off they come. Alright, we're all together. Let's go push somewhere. Crack the front door so my buddies can get in. And supply locked. Even better. Lifts off his command center. He knows there's no real point to keeping it on, but my question, did you load any SCVs in there? No. I hardly see any Terran take effect of this. It's just not something I see enough of. If you're going to retreat and you're going to land somewhere and you're going to resource, you may as well bring some SCVs with you, and so you don't have to build from scratch. I'm not lecturing, obviously. I'm just like, I don't see enough of it. It's kind of a pain. At this point, we had scanned Ehud just to kind of see where he was. He says, hey. Evil building more colossi. Apparently just decides to sit there while his buddies get slaughtered. Good job, Evil. If I may say so, I think these burrowed roaches would have been much better if they could go across the map and do some damage. The base is fried. There's not much you can do about it. Evil's bringing in his observer, but take him over, hit somebody's base. You should be able to do some severe damage in here. Again, my humble opinion, just looking at what to do next. Got some buried stuff over here, but I know I have an observer coming. There it is. To me, there's little funnier than actually watching Colossi destroy buried Zerglings, which will happen soon. It just amuses me for some reason. Alright, got what we needed here. Let's go find that last base. Ehud, very nice, gives us a good game, and that is the end of it. So for strategy in this case, I thoroughly enjoyed the strategy of building forward on here. I thought that was great. That was perfect placement of hiding those warp gates back there. Terrific. I'm not sure necessarily. I think the only reason we won the battle up front at Skyhammer's base was because it was 3-on-2, and Stryker was out with Zerglings working on a Zergling harass. But at this point, I would have to actually go back and watch his pool to see where he was at, but I don't think he had produced any Zerglings. No, he hadn't produced, he hadn't lost. Meanwhile, his buddies are getting ready to attack, and so 3-on-2, that's going to make the difference. That's the only thing I can think of that really helped out. If I can speed up real quick and see how the battle actually went. Oh, here it comes. Let's see, I think maybe Ethan M dancing backwards hurt him. Dancing away right there. He's probably trying to attack, he's just on an auto attack and it's just not working. But I mean, even if he had advanced up the ramp, I think Evil's Zealots would have come in behind him and probably done their damage. So, 3-on-2. That's the only thing I can think of. Here comes the last one, and there's Zerglings. You know, we went back up to help out. I think Skyhammer's Marines probably could have taken it, but you know, at the loss of a couple of SCVs. Let's see if he loses SCVs here in the first place. Nope. 1. Gets himself an SCV for all that trouble. Here comes more troops, and again, it's back and forth for a few seconds, but once this was defeated, once a nice large troop came about, and then we could push over and take out this expansion base. I think we had about 3 separate battles over here at this base, and once this was taken, that was game. There was essentially no recovery from that point on. So it was a great game, guys. Tip of the hat to you, and I'm going to learn from this strategy that you put out and hope I can use it somewhere in the future. So I hope everybody else watching this learned something, and until we meet on the field of battle, stay evil.